DC, Alabama prisoner profiles. What's going on, y'all, man? I got Pitbull here. We're here for the third installment. I don't even know what he got for us today, but he got something, man. I'm going to let him take it from here. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all can know what's going on. I got something crazy dropping for y'all along with this interview at the end of this week, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Hit.
Man, what's up, y'all? Man, how y'all doing? Glad y'all subscribing, and y'all liking. That's what's up. Y'all keep on doing it, man. Bring it in. Maybe we hit the 100K. But I asked the other day, like, what people wanted to hear or whatnot. Because I done some time in prison, so I pretty much seen it all. Man, I got some flock of stories I'll make y'all laugh about. But y'all want to hear some gruesome shit, But before that, I wanted to, speak on the violence that's going on in Alabama Department of Corrections. And, it's really got to do with a lot of inmate on inmate. But the officer and the inmate, once they got the handcuffs on you or whatever, it's starting to slack down now since I got involved. But there's still some ass whoopings that goes on, And I'll tell y'all a story later on about one time that I got to straighten my face up with the police. I tell y'all, it'll be a later installment.
Straighten your face up.
Yeah, man, slap the shit out of him. But I got a chance, and I prevailed. And but today's story it dates back to Ventures Correctional Facility, and it's whenever the officers killed the inmate. Now a lot of people might not know what I'm talking about, but the man was charged. The lieutenant. All like 5 officers was charged. The 6th one was charged, but some of them played her out to a lesser sentence because the lieutenant was the one that delivered the death blow. That broke his neck. But here goes y'all the real truth, y'all. All right, little buddy was a gunner. Little black dude, I think, was at a talk or some shit like that.
We know what gunning is again.
Gunning is the people that looks at people. The females are like it and they like to masturbate. Whatever. Some females are with it, some females ain't with it. But anyway, so listen, little dude was a gunner, right? Now, everybody knew that second shift at Ventures was head busters. You know what I mean? They gonna whoop your ass. This is all it was.
This is nighttime?
No, this is daytime. You know what I'm saying? Oh. And so.
Is these more black officers? Or
yeah, it's white and black. You know what I'm saying? You got cornbread fed motherfuckers down there, man. And so anyway, little dude was a gunner, and he's hitting the female officer in the dorm. And they in the crime bill dorm, and she screams on him. Boom. So
wait, you said what type of dorm?
It's a crime bill dorm. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's a program. People doing programs there.
Crime bill.
And yeah, it's a 6-month program. And it does a lot of good for inmates trying to go home from prison. It really does. So anyways, so she screams on him. Well, she tries to stop him while he's trying to get somewhere. He's trying to run out of the thing, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of like jukes, but pushes her a little bit. So he runs. He runs out of the dorm. Now Ventures is built up like what I'm saying. It's like a big ass softball field and a football field around it. You know what I'm saying?
It looks pretty big.
It's humongous. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go out there in the elements, the weather elements, to go to chow, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's big. So make a long story short, when he ran out, she'd hit the code, and inmate on officer. You know what I'm saying? That's like a different. It's like a different code. So now they got go mode. The police got go mode on, and when they ran out there, man, I'm talking about they
how many?
It was a bunch of them. But when I tell y'all that they kicked this boy's ass, you know what I mean? I'm talking about when they kicked his ass so bad.
What was his name?
I don't remember his name, but people they can look it up. They know I'm telling the truth. And this one lieutenant got on the speaker now. I'm talking about this is just facts around. And everybody's been in prison heard
the loudspeaker.
No, he got on the radio. And told him, he said, "Don't kill him till I get there."
So y'all could hear that.
Everybody heard it.
Was it in the dorm?
It was in the dorm. The police that wasn't running down there. Whatever. And anyways, but he died right there. And they tried to cover it up, all kind of bullshit.
How did he die? Wait, what happened when he got there?
Shit, he died. When they throwed him onto the stretcher, he was out. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, he was gone. It was over with. You know what I'm saying?
So, which officer you said?
And Lieutenant Smith, he's one of the. He's at Limestone right now in protective custody with his pussy ass. Cause you know what I'm saying? I had an incident, really ran into him, and back in 2005.
So after he got Damn. Okay,
This is before. This is before this shit ever happened. So I know.
Wait. What was the death blow again? With
shit,
what?
they stomped. He stomped him. You know what I'm saying? He stomped his head when he was hanging over the sidewalk. Right, and the sidewalk got like a foot drop before it goes in concrete and kicked his neck, broke his neck. Yeah. Nah, but from the front, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, broke his neck with his foot going down. Yeah. What I was gonna say. Okay. So yeah, they fucked him up pretty bad. Man. And yeah, it was terrible. So
they tried to cover.
Yeah, and they tried to cover it up, you know, shit. But they get you in that cell and they whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? But today's story happens to be against the same officer right here, right? And I had one of my friends, we call him Pimp C. He's from Birmingham, and he was IGD, little comp, just one of them cool motherfuckers, look good like Backstreet Boy motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? White dude. You know what I'm saying? And he was actually alright. So we're in a trailer park, right? And we get out anyway. Make a long story short, adventures with the minimum custody thing I was already spoke on. Okay. So he gets to fighting with this dude, and his homeboy tried to jump in, so I smoked the other dude. You know what I mean? So now, anyway, so now we've already whooped the dudes. You know what I'm saying? And these happened to be black dudes, but they was blood. You know what I'm saying? That was older cats and all. So anyway, older. Oh shit. So now when they come in, you know, they already said 5 for 5. So we already got out of there. You know what I'm saying? Now they got Pimp C. They got him out of
but got out of there. We just walked back to the cut.
There's a bunch of folks. You know, it was outside in the bathroom. So you know, we all dispersed. Well, whenever you know we got in, so they started looking for. They come in hollering for Pitbull. The
officers.
Yeah, and I ain't speaking. Cause my name ain't Pitbull. You know, I'm not shit. That shit is not my. I ain't about telling my folks. You know, I've already saw y'all slap the shit out of them. Hell no. So
they called for the other dude too?
And they already got him in the shift office. So anyway, this motherfucker that knows me comes and points me out. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, this one of them fucking police ass inmates. And
he just snitched.
Just straight up
told. Happened to him?
Nah, hell no. You know, this is back then. This is before knives hit the camp. This is before cell phones was in the camp.
What around about what time?
This is 2005 and 6. You know what I'm saying? This is back then whenever, you know what I'm saying, prison was fucking you still sending cash to the prisons. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no, you know, JP and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? No, it was different back then. You know, you still sending packages and all that shit. You know? So anyway, make a long story short, when they marching me over to the shift office, man, I can hear him in there kicking my fucking partner's ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, kicking his ass. He comes out, man. He's all red. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, you know, just I can tell you. I mean, the fight wasn't. He didn't get red from the fight. You know, but you know what I mean. So
he got red from
the officer. You know what I mean? So this one officer comes out and he kind of disappears, and the other one opens up the door. He's like, "You come in here." And this is no cap, y'all. This guy's on the tree. I got this man record show you over this shit. I know I'm scared the fuck out of me so bad. Anyways, I'm not Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I don't turn another cheek. You strike me, I'm gonna strike your ass back. You know what I mean? And so hell no, he opens up the door and he takes off walking in front. You know what I mean? So he tell me shut the door. So when I shut the door behind me, he's in my face. Said, "Oh, you don't like niggas?" Boom, and he hits me right in my face. I'm talking about right in my nose.
Wait, the officer, the lieutenant?
The lieutenant does.
Michael Smith.
I'm talking about Michael Smith. I'm talking about he don't say shit. First thing he says, "Oh, you don't like niggas, huh?" And boom, I'm talking about bomb. I'm talking about he hit me so goddamn hard, man.
Damn.
Now you gotta think, man, I'm 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? 20? I'm 20 years old.
How long are you into your sentence?
Shit, I was probably about maybe a year into my 15 split 2. No, I had a split 2 this year. Right. So anyway, man, you know, my first, you know, reaction was hit him back. You know what I mean? And anyway, I hit him back, boom. And apparently he wasn't expecting it or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And hell, it was the worst mistake I ever fucking made, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so what happened to him when you hit? Did you knock him out? Or?
Man, listen, you know what I'm saying? He went across the desk, right? You know what I'm saying? And there's a free world lady in there. She's a clerk. She's in free world clothes and shit. When he goes across the desk, you know what I'm saying? I know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good because he's reaching for a stick. So I'm telling him his jaw's just perfect open. You know, he's laid back on his back and I catch him right in the chin. Boom. This bitch drops. Oh goddamn! You know what I'm saying? He's just limp. So before I could think about it, you know what I'm saying? I heard the door open up, man. Back then, you know, these motherfuckers, the officer that hit me, you know who you are if you watch this. The free world lady, she's screaming at the top of her lungs. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Just terrible. Yeah, I should have been screaming, So this one officer, he hit me so goddamn hard on the top of the head, man. You know what I'm saying? With that stick, knocked me out, boom, instantly.
So they had batons.
They had back then. They had these wooden fucking sticks that drove the ground when they walked. Had some lead drilled into these motherfuckers.
So they're long.
Hell yeah, they was long.
What the fuck?
So
in 2000,
in 2004, 2005, them motherfuckers were serious. They'd kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, now I wake up and they're dragging me to the shift to the ACU, to the healthcare unit.
So he knocks you out.
He knocks me out with the stick. You know what I'm saying? Cracks my cranium on that motherfucker. Bam.
And you wake up being drug across
the
yard.
And wake up being drug across the yard. So we get into healthcare, you know what I'm saying? And the woman asking what's wrong, you know what I'm saying? Now he's already busted my head, head's busted up top, and blood's dripping down my nose and shit. But I'm handcuffed. So the nurse there, you know what I'm saying? I ain't speaking on no names, but she's a white lady. She's got a kid, you know, she's a good lady, you know what I'm saying? And so I go back there and she's like, what's happening? I tell them what happened, you know what I'm saying? Real quick, like, you know what I mean? She was like, shit. She's like, man, she's like, they gonna try to kill you, baby. And I didn't know what, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what kind of shit I already got into, man.
Yeah, you're young.
And I'm young, just didn't know what it was, you know what I'm saying? So I hear that.
But would older inmates have reacted like that as well?
No, not that I've seen
just
before.
Took that shit? Even black inmates?
Yeah, and black inmates too, you know, back then, you know what I'm saying? You slap them, you know what I'm saying? Shit, they know, you know what I'm saying? They gonna kick your ass, you know what I'm saying? You had a no win-win situation. So anyways, man, goddamn, I hear, boom, where's that motherfucker at? And what? You know, when you come into the shift, into the healthcare unit, you got to open up the main outside door, and then you got to open up the second door that goes back there to the nurses and all that. You know, you got the weight room, then you got the nurses. So he ain't got the key to going to the back, but he's kicking on that door, telling me, "Come on, lock this fucking door." So one of the officers goes and unlocks the door, and I'm sitting in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? Scared to death, knowing this motherfucker's fixing to kill me. And this white lady, jumps up when he runs in there talking about, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, please don't let him hit me when I'm handcuffed. Please don't let him, you know,
uncuff me.
You know, and she's like, and she stands in between me and this dude and tells him, you're not gonna hit him. You're not gonna hit him while he's down here in handcuffs. He's talking the nurse. He's talking reckless to her, and she got, you know, she's taking it. And all of a sudden, I guess she gets tired. And she's like, motherfucker, I'll call my husband to come up here and blow your motherfucking brains out. You put your hands on me. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's already got serious, and one of the police telling him to calm down, whatnot, whatever. So I'm like, all right. So, you know, she saved me. You know what I'm saying? I'm saving grace right here. So I go to lock up. Now they
they got him to calm down?
Yeah, they go, you know, they just got him out of there. So now, you know what I'm saying, they had to do the whole little ride up shit, you know what I'm saying? And they put me assault on officer. So now how Ventures was back then, it was 2 on 3 off, 3 on 2 off. You know what I'm saying? They run that shift right there. So it just happened to be the day that was his last day at work for 2 or 3 days. I can't remember. So anyways, I've been in SEG back there 2 or 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So it was second shift, and they come in there and they trick the shit out of me, man. I never forget. Trick the fuck out of me.
They trick you?
Hell yeah, they tricked me. I was green. I didn't know what was going on. So you know, the little trap doors open right there. So they tell me, they said, they open up a little slot, little bean slot, they call it, and they said, get dressed. I'm like, get dressed. So I'm green as fuck, man. I get dressed. He comes to the door, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you can't see out that motherfucker. You only see right in front of you. You can't see on the side of the door and shit.
Is there a window?
Yeah, there's a little window, little fucking like 3x3, 4x4 window right there. Anyways, I get dressed, and he comes back to the door, he opens up the slot, and he says, stick your hands up behind your back. You know, I've seen them, you know what I'm saying? I've seen them taking inmates from, SEG wall shit, you know, so I know they got to get handcuffed.
But this is your first time
This is my first time in segregation, man.
A year in? Damn,
I was, wasn't fucking up all that bad, just fighting and shit. You know, my real bad fuck-ups didn't come after I came back without on a straight sentence. That's when I started fucking up really bad. So, anyways, when he put the handcuffs on me, I knew something was wrong then. When that motherfucker opened up that door, here's that same fucking sergeant.
So you don't see this officer? Hell no, I didn't see this initially?
Officer. Hell no, I didn't see him. I had never put my hands into that fucking door. So, I fucking, he opens up the door, man, and I'm talking about, man, he was on my ass. He beat the shit out of me all in that fucking room. I'm talking about in handcuffs. I'm talking about beat the shit out of me now. So they whooped me for a second. He's punching me, and I was really, a couple little face licks, but mostly in the body, the stomach, the back, and shit like that. Now the lady that done my fucking body chart knew that I came in, the nurse, that I didn't have nothing brother got a busted nose where he, of course, where he busted my nose right time I walked in the door, and some hands on my, it was red and a little scratch top my head where the stick hit me. I didn't have no black eyes, no goddamn, punch, wounds to the back and all kind of other fucking fist and feet marks and shit. Now I'm fucked up. But they didn't take me to the body. They didn't take me to healthcare right off the hop. So
after he beat you, you know
what I'm saying? Yeah, because now I take that back, y'all. I wasn't in the crime bill lockup. I was in the TC lockup. That's therapeutic unit. That's an 18-month program. You know what I'm saying? Now, there ain't no restart. Come back into your class at that time. Now you do 18 months. You fuck up and you got to do 18 months. You ain't no anyway.
Damn.
So he's got these folks scared straight in this motherfucker. They see, no hear, no speak, no. It don't matter.
It's kind of like an honor or like an honor program.
This is another program, Dorman. This is like a big program, an 18-month program.
So the inmates are hearing you get assaulted,
but they ain't doing shit.
In normal segregation, will they be kicking the door and screaming and shit?
Yeah, I'm in the normal seg adventure because they got lockups in the dorms. You know what I'm saying? Then there's two lockups on each side. You know what I'm saying? You got A side, B side. You know what I'm saying? There's two lockups on A side, there's two lockups on B side. But these inmates, you can't do that in a regular population dorm. Police can't whoop a motherfucker in seg in a regular population dorm. Hell no, fuck no, you can't do that. Man, the inmates gonna ride the fuck out on you. But in this TC program, where they know that you only thing I do is just whisper in the motherfucking counselor's ear, and then you out the program. So the last 9 months that you did is gone for this dude.
For you screaming
for me screaming, please call my mom or whatever. So anyway, there was one fella that from Andalusia that I knew, and he's locked up now, and he had gotten word that they had jumped on me, while I was handcuffed in the cell and all that, and they talked about it, and he had.
Who did he get word to?
To my mama, and
oh shit.
When they called my mama. Rather than calling the warden Giles, it was Warden Giles was a warden there then, and rather than calling him, she came to that motherfucker. You hear me?
Damn. So I want to ask you, on the advocacy group, the channels on Facebook, there are a lot of parents and shit out there that they may be getting extorted or their kid gets assaulted and they talk to them.
Listen, man.
They're like, I called, they fucking hung up the phone on me.
This is how this shit goes, man.
They want to know why I want to know. They tell me my son's fine. They tell me they just talk to him.
See, now that's just how. Listen,
is that more effective? Would you say to go up there?
Listen, bro. Listen. No, actually, it's not really effective because you know what I'm saying. Because the mothers out there now. If y'all got some shit going on, man, fuck calling an actual program. Oh, let me pause it for a second. Hello. So anyway,
is it better?
It's more effective. Now you asked, is it more effective for the mothers out there? I'm saying that not, because at most prisons they got the guard shack at the end. Before you can get into the prison. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of just can't just roll up in that motherfucker. But now my greatest advice to anybody is to call the central records or the actual prison people, you know what I'm saying, that's over the prisons, you know what I'm saying, to call the commissioner, you know what I'm saying, call the fucking governor, you know what I'm saying. I mean, if it's going that bad, you know what I'm saying, because most time they're bullshitting with you when they say they've checked on your but now want y'all parents, I want y'all to know, man, be fucking ready for the skits, man. You know what I mean? Because these kids are going there, man, and running up big time dope deals. Now, you know what I'm saying? I've sold dope before myself. And if you owe me, you gonna pay me. You know what I'm saying? If you come get my shit, you know what I'm saying, have my money. And a lot of time they ain't beating your kids like, your kids just already called and told you that they are, you know what I'm saying? But they will. Don't get it wrong. These motherfuckers will. They'll do some fucked up shit to your kids about that money. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, they're not just getting extorted for their money. You know what I'm saying? They owe for something. You know what I'm saying? Now, now there's there is some extortion going on. You know what I'm saying? Like Priya came into the fact. You ain't taking ass no more. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I mean? If a motherfucker's fucking out his leg, if he's doing some homosexual shit, 9 times out of 10 it was. Now y'all know that I've seen y'all. A 16th of Suboxone, you'll sell your soul. Man, I wish I had a moment, man. I'll show you 60 of them motherfuckers right now. Man, I'm on Suboxone. And I apologize for my first scene that I recorded, y'all. In Suboxone. I was geeked on Suboxone, no lie. And y'all won't ever see me like that again. But it's a piece of
It's all
boss.
good.
I've
It's
saw.
more. I told the folks it's more so about the message, not the messenger.
Yeah, but it's anyway. These goes into prison about the drugs. Now the fentanyl has already hit this prison system. Now I got people calling from prison all the time, and he said these folks are coming over the loudspeaker on Friday afternoon and saying, "Look, the healthcare unit is out of Narcan. If you overdose this weekend, your ass is dead."
Wait, they said that over the loudspeaker?
They come out over the loudspeaker in the dorms. That the
Whoa.
healthcare unit is out of Narcan. You know, so fentanyl has came. You know, it's dropped, fucked up in the penal system now. You know, along with the flocker, along with the brown clown, along with the heroin. You know, they got it all in that motherfucker, man. You know, like Kevin Gates said, it's a world inside of a world. You know,
so they need to.
And it is. You know, so y'all just need to buckle down on your kids and tell your kids, man, you know, and if you owe them, don't call my phone with this bullshit talking about they gonna fuck me or they gonna no. You gonna let them fuck you. You know, they're not gonna rape you. You know, you gonna come off that ass willingly. You know, because nowadays kids are scared to take an ass whooping. You know what I mean? You know,
like
fuck
the young kids coming in and shit.
You know, young kids come in. You know what I'm saying? You know, they scared to fight. Man, fuck that. You know what I mean? Now a lot of them they stabbing now. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? You still catch a couple that'll give you the one. You know what I mean? Lo behold, if you whoop one of them, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna wind up like me, getting motherfucking clutched out every time you turn around and you start fucking winning. You know what I'm saying? Start learning how to knock motherfuckers' brains out.
You fade
the clutch. You know what I'm saying? Go for what you know, here, turn the fuck up. You know, but a lot of times that it's not really the extortion, it's the dope shit. You know what I'm saying? But your kids goddamn didn't want to stop. You know, and they ain't got no detox facilities in motherfucking prison.
Right? What can people just go to the hole? But who wants to do that?
I mean, who's gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? Go in that motherfucking be sick. You know what I'm saying? No need to stay out here. You know. But I've seen some folks, you know what I'm saying, walk around with a black eye, because I wore some black eyes when I was in prison. You know what I mean? You know, hell yeah, I've done some dumb shit. I've done it all, and I've seen a motherfucker just take a black eye, wore that black eye for 6 months. I asked him one day. So this one dude wore a black eye for like 6 months straight, and I asked him one day, I'm like, man, what? So you in a black eye? He said, shit. He said, hands laid, dead paid. He said, I let him run up. He said, I run up a dope bill, fucked up, and then punched him in the face one time, and shit, it's over with. You know?
One time?
I'm looking at this motherfucker and shaking my motherfucking head. You know? And what he said. But
get some more.
But, you know, it's the prison system's fucked up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But there is some bullshit go along. You know what I'm saying? There really is. You know, just sometimes, you know, people want protection. You know, I'm just, you know, I seen a mom send this dude money that was actually this little white dude was on top of the bed. You know, on top rack from this dude down here, and sent the dude on the bottom rack money every month just to watch out for the little white dude. You know what I'm saying? You know. Hey man, keep him out of shit. You know what I'm saying? If you need something, let him borrow it from you, and then I'll pay you back. You know, I've seen all kind of shit. I've seen some good folks in prison. You know what I mean? And then I've seen some real righteous pieces of shit. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? You know, it goes both ways, man. Okay. But look, you know what I'm saying?
Mama came up there, man.
And listen to her. When the mama came, she wasn't taking no for no answer. You know what I'm saying? She got down. She wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So this is
when she get past the shack,
man. You know, it was this is 2005. You know what I'm saying? You know, fucking. You know, just got. I don't know how she done it. It was a work of art. No. So you know, I never saw my mama now. You know what I'm saying? I never saw her, but the captain there, a dude named Captain Crow, never forget it. He called for me. You know what I'm saying? So when they come out here and told me to fucking put my hands through the beanhole, I'm like, man, fuck you. Bitch, you ain't put my motherfucking hands through that door. Fuck y'all, had to kill me and this bitch. I ain't doing that shit again. And dude looked at me. He was like, man, you go on up top. The captain wants to see you. And I look at the clock. You know what I'm saying? I can see the little wall clock on the top of the wall there. You know what I'm saying? I see it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I see it ain't after 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hell yeah, you know, I'm like, goddamn, you know. And I went
so dude's not on shift.
Nah, he ain't on shift. He comes on shift at 2. You know what I mean? So I got down, went up there, man. He asked me what's going on. I told him and all that shit. I never forget it, man. That's what the man told me. He said, where you from, man? I said, well, you know, I'm from Covington County. I said, but mama stays in Mobile. He said, well, shit, boom, Atmo it is. He said, I said, well, what about my partner, Pimp? You know, what about him? What's his name? I told him his real name. And they said, ain't nothing gonna outrun y'all motherfuckers to Atmore except for the headlights on the van. And that's how I wound up at Atmore. That's how I wound up with the gunner from the first session, you know, being and all that bullshit, you know what I mean? But that's how I got that more. But look, y'all, hey, I got shit I got to do, fellas, you know what I'm saying? I got shit I got to do, man. Is so there's a little microphone, my friend, probably got a little cheap ass shit. But look, y'all, man, keep y'all's head up out there, man. Y'all like the button, you know what I'm saying? I tell y'all some more stories and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just I get real fucked up, just tell y'all some shit, I've seen some real crazy shit, y'all. And anyways, y'all do what y'all do. I hope y'all had a happy Father's Day, man. Love you, peace, 410, man. Keep your head up.